Hello students, welcome all of you. Last lecture we have already studied topic number 3a, demand analysis. In this topic, meaning and definition of demand, individual demand and market demand, then types of demand and why demand curve downward slope from left to right, then determinants of demand. Now today we are going to study next and very important concept in this topic, law of demand. Law of demand introduction. The law of demand was introduced by Professor Dr. Alfred Marshall in his book Principles of Economics, which was published in 1890. The law explained the functional relationship between price and quantity demanded. Law of demand introduced through the well-known economics Dr. Alfred Marshall. The law explains the functional relationship between price and quantity demanded. The functional relationship we have already studied in individual demand and market demand schedule. Demand curve downward slope from left to right means quantity demanded and price also inverse relation. Just see here once again the relation. When I see the pictures or arrows, they are clear. First arrow, when the price goes up. Second arrow, the quantity demanded goes down, means price of quantity demanded down. Note the relationship between price and quantity is a which type of relation? Inverse relation. The next arrow down, when the price goes down, and next arrow, the quantity demanded goes up, means when a arrow study, price rise, quantity demanded falls, and price falls, quantity demanded rise, means price and quantity demanded inverse relation. Which type of relation, students? Inverse relation, because of the functional relationship quantity demanded and price we study in law of demand. Then statement of the law also very important. Statement of the law, according to the Professor Alfred Marshall, other things being equal, very important line, other things being equal or constant. Other thing being equal or constant, higher the price of a commodity, smaller is the quantity demanded. Higher the price of commodity, lower quantity demanded, and lower the price of commodity, larger the quantity demanded. So according to Dr. Alfred Marshall, statement of the law, in a law, other things being equal or constant. Other things being equal or constant means some basic assumptions. When your basic assumptions applicable, then law of demand. In other words, other factors remaining constant or same. If the price of commodity rises, if the price of commodity rises, demand for it falls. Price rises, demand for it fall. And when price of a commodity and price of a commodity falls, demand for that commodity rises. So the relationship between quantity demanded and price inverse relation we study through the symbolically presentation. The functional relationship between a demand and price is expressed as dx is equal to f in bracket px, where d is equal to demand for a commodity, x is equal to commodity, f is equal to function, and px is equal to price of commodity. So the functional relationship between demand and price is expressed dx is equal to p in bracket px. Then assumptions. Number 1, constant level of income. Number 2, no change in size of population. Number 3, prices of substitute goods remain constant. Number 4, prices of complementary goods remain constant. Number 5, no expectation about future changes in prices. Number 6, no change in taste, habit, preferences and fashions. And number 7, no change in tax policy. These are the total 7 assumptions. Means other things being equal or constant, means when 7 assumptions applicable, then law of demand also success. In detail, number 1, constant level of income. Friends, income effect, determinants of demand. In this concept, we have already studied income effect. If the law of demand is to find true of rate, then consumers' income should remain constant. Law of demand, true of rate, when consumers' income should remain constant. Because general experience is that today price is constant, no change in price, but our income level increases, automatically demand increases. And vice versa, today price is constant and our income level decreases, automatically demand decreases. So income increase or decrease, that effect on quantity demanded, because law of demand when applicable or when success, when consumers income level constant. Next, assumptions, no change in the size of population. It is assumed that the size of population remains unchanged. Actually, practical not possible. Population increase or decrease, that effect on quantity demanded. Size of population increases, automatically consumption level or demand increases, and size of population decreases, automatically consumption level and demand decreases. Any change in size and composition of population of a country affects the total demand for the product. So second assumptions, no change in size of population. Third assumptions, prices of substitute goods remain constant. substitute goods means competitive goods. For example, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, sugar, jaggery, tea, coffee. These are the substitute goods. It is assumed that the prices of substitute goods remain unchanged. Any change in the price of substitute will affect the demand for the commodity. Means today tea and coffee substitute goods, when price of tea increases, automatically demand of coffee increases. So here substitute goods price remain constant, then law of demand applicable. So third and important assumptions, prices of substitute goods remain constant. Next, prices of complementary goods remain constant. Complementary goods, car and petrol, pen and ink. These are the example of complementary goods. It is assumed that the prices of complementary goods remain unchanged because a change in the price of one good will affect the demand for the other. For example, car and petrol. Today, price of petrol increases, automatically car demand decreases. Because of all complementary goods price remain constant or unchanged, then law of demand also applicable. Next, no expectation about future changes in prices. Future expectations means today price constant, but next week, next month price will rise or falls, that affect today's demand. So just here it is assumed that consumers do not expect any further change in price in the near future, means next week, next month, 3 months. If consumers expect rise in prices in future, they may demand more in the present even at existing high price. So no expectation about future change in price means today's price constant, but you expect next week, next month or next 3 months price will rise or falls, that affect on today's demand because today price is a constant. So no expectation about future change in price. Next, number 6, no changes or no change in taste, habits, preferences and passions. Taste change, tea to coffee. It is assumed that consumer taste, our habits, like, dislike or preferences, fashions should remain unchanged, means no change our habit, fashion, taste, preferences. Any change in these factors will lead to a change in demand, means number 6 assumptions, no change in taste, habit, preferences and fashions. Next, no change in tax policy. Taxation policy of the government has a great impact on demand for various goods and services. Tax slab, today GST, goods and service tax, one nation one tax. Tax slab 6%, 12%, 18% and 24%. So tax rate increases, automatically price of goods increases and price of goods increases, automatic demand decreases. Means tax slab or tax rate or government policy when changed, automatically price of goods or commodity increases or decreases. That effect means tax policy change, then automatically change in demand, because it is assumed that there is no change in policy of taxation declared by the government. Friends, these are the total these are the total 7 assumptions. Then next, demand schedule and diagram. Demand schedule and diagram. Law of demand, we have detailed study or detailed clear through the demand and schedule. First, schedule. In a schedule, just see here, column number 1, price of commodity X in rupees 50, 40, 30, 20 and 10. Next column heading, quantity demanded of commodity X in kgs, 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg, 4 kg and 5 kg. When you observe the schedule or table, then are clear. Price of X commodity falls 50 to 40, 40 to 30, 30 to 20, 20 to 10. Then quantity demanded of X commodity in kgs, 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg, 4 kg and 5 kg. Means price of X commodity falls, quantity demanded in kgs rises, and vice versa. When you see the schedule in a opposite side or vice versa, when price of X commodity 10, then quantity demanded 5, 24, 33, 42, 51. Means when price increases, quantity demanded decreases. So when you study the schedule, then you clear the functional relationship, price and quantity demanded also inverse relation. Then next, diagram or graphical presentation. Diagram or graphical presentation, when you study, then you clear. In a diagram, on x-axis quantity demanded in kgs and y-axis price in rupees. On y-axis 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 30 rupees, 40 rupees and 50 rupees. Then x-axis quantity demanded in kgs, 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg, 4 kg and 5 kg and 6 kg. So when you connect the all points, when price of X commodity 50, 1 kg, price of X commodity 40, 2 kg, then 30, 3 kg, 20, 4 kg and 10 rupees per kg, then 5 kg demanded. Means the quantity demanded increases when price of X commodity decreases. So when you connect the all points, then DD is equal to demand curve downward slope from left to right. DD demand curve downward slope from left to right, because the functional relationship between quantity demanded and price. Students, in a law of demand, schedule or table and graphical presentation or diagram explain that the functional relationship quantity demanded and price. So according to Dr. Alfred Marshall, other things being equal or constant, higher price of the commodity, lower quantity demanded, and lower price of the commodity, higher quantity demanded, means price increases, demand decreases, and price and price decreases, demand increases. The relationship between price and quantity demand also inverse because of demand curve downward slope from left to right. Then next concept in this point, exceptions to the law of demand. Exceptions to the law of demand. Number one, Giffen paradox. Second, prestige goods. Third, speculation. Fourth, price illusion. Fifth, ignorance. And sixth, habitual goods. These are the total 6 exceptions to the law of demand. Friends, law of demand explain the functional relationship between a quantity demand and price inverse, means demand curve downward slope from left to right. But in exception case, demand curve upward slope from left to right. But in exceptions case, demand curve upward slope from left to right means price and quantity demanded direct relation. Which type of relation? Direct relation. Then possible demand curve upward slope from left to right. Just see a diagram, they now clear. In a diagram, graphical presentation, on x-axis quantity demanded in kgs and y-axis in price. DD exceptional demand curve. In a exceptional demand curve, DD also upward slope from left to right. So DD curve explain the relationship between quantity demand and price also direct, means price increases, demand increases, and price decreases, demand decreases. It is called direct relationship between quantity demanded and price. It is called exceptions to the law of demand. In detail, number one, Giffen's paradox. Students, Giffen's paradox, inferior goods or low quality goods. Inferior goods or low quality goods are those goods whose demand does not rise if their price falls. Law of demand explain, price falls, demand rise. But here, inferior goods or low quality goods are those goods whose demand are not rise if their price falls. At times, demand decreases when the price of such commodities falls. Means Giffen's paradox, low quality goods or inferior goods. So just examples in a Giffen's paradox, just see arrow, then are clear. When price increases, demand increases, and when price decreases, demand decreases. Actually, the relationship also inverse, because law of demand explain inverse relation, but here that relation, when now observe the arrows, then inferior goods or low quality goods, Giffen goods, potato, rice, bread, maize, jawar, these are the example of Giffen goods. So Sir Robert Giffen, important, listen, Sir Robert Giffen observed this behavior, observe this behavior in England, where in England, in relation to bread, he noted that when the price of bread declined or falls, people did not buy more because of an increase their real income or purchasing power. Sir Robert Giffen's experience or observation in England, when price of bread falls or decline, poor person also bread's demand decreases because of purchasing power increases, and they prefer to buy superior goods like meat. Means poor people, when price of inferior or given goods decreases, purchasing power increases because of they prefer higher quality goods, superior goods, standard quality goods. So here example of bread and meat, means when price of bread decreases, automatically demand of bread decreases and consumer to buy prefer meat. So Sir Robert Giffen's experience is important to low quality goods or inferior goods is that when price of low quality goods decreases, demand also decreases. It is called exceptions to the law of demand. This is known as Giffen's paradox. Next exceptions, prestige goods. Expensive goods like diamond, gold. Expensive goods like diamond, gold are status symbol. Status in a society, our status depend on prestige goods. So rich people buy more of it even when their prices are high. Means gold or diamond price increases, demand increases because of prestige goods. These are the second exceptions to the law of demand. Third exceptions, speculation. The law of demand does not hold true when people expect prices to rise still further. In this case, although the prices have risen today, consumers will demand more in anticipation of further rise in price. Means speculation is the exceptions to the law of demand. Just say example, then are clear. For example, prices of oil, sugar tend to rise before Diwali. Means today price of oil and sugar constant. Suppose Diwali next 3 months, Diwali after 3 months, so tend to rise before Diwali. So people go on purchasing more at higher price as they. Means people expect in Diwali rice, sugar or oil prices increases. Even today price of oil, sugar increases, they also demanded. Means today sugar price increases, demand increases because expectation about next 3 months, expectation about Diwali price also rises. It is called speculation. So they anticipate that prices may rise during Diwali. So speculation is the exceptions to the law of demand. Next, price illusion. Consumers have an illusion that high priced goods are of a better quality. People's general behavior is or common behavior is higher price of any goods or commodity means branded. Higher price means good quality and lower price means low quality. So therefore the demand for such goods tend to increase with a rise in their prices. Means branded goods, Apple mobile, Samsung mobile, price increases, demand also increases because they are also branded. So price illusions is a exceptions to the law of demand. For example, branded products which are expensive are demanded even at a higher or high price. Just see picture, they are clear. Best mobile in India, mobile brands list of, just see Intex, Onida, Micromax, Lava, Carbon. These are the examples means of branded goods or branded mobiles price increases, demand also increases. These are the price illusions. Next, ignorance, very important. Sometimes due to ignorance, people buy more of a commodity at high price because no knowledge about proper market. It is called ignorance. This may happen when consumer is ignorant about the price of that commodity. Means ignorance means people know about a particular commodity price increase or decrease, a particular freight, no knowledge, it is called ignorance. Means price increase or decrease, no impact, no effect or consumers demand, it is called ignorance. Even higher price of the commodity, ignorant people also demanded at higher price, means price increases, demand also increases because of ignorance. These are the example of ignorance, means exceptions to the law of demand. Ignorance is important factor. And next one, habitual goods, habits, habitual goods. So habitual goods, due to habit of consumption, certain goods like tea is purchased in required quantities even at a higher price. Habit, a particular time, a particular quantity of consumption compulsory, for example tea. So price of tea increases, demand also increases because of habit, because of habitual goods. So habitual goods, exceptions to the law of demand. Students, today we have studied law of demand. Topic number 3a, demand analysis. In this topic, law of demand question also very important. State and explain the law of demand when question asked in examination. Then you write introduction, statement, assumptions, schedule, diagram and explanation. Okay. Students, if you like this video, please if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe.